even if you are questioning whether or not she did it, sleeping around with two men on the job is nasty, trash, poor behavior. And that if you get caught, you're gonna try and claim that you were raped or sexually assaulted is poor behavior. This is why on November 5th, America did the best thing that it could, which was deny the whore who was trying to prove how black she was.
What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. And Joy Taylor is still the trending topic along with others from the Fox Sports sex scandal. Let's get into Shemeka Michelle, man. Shemeka Michelle, the co-host on Fearless with Jason Whitlock, completely lets it loose on Joy Taylor, man. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to let you guys check this out. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go.
Joy Taylor. Any additional thoughts today?
Jason, I think this is just, black women doing black women shit, if we're honest, and pardon my language. But, there's a whole phase. There's a whole phase that is celebrated among black women on their way to, it's like a rite of passage, on their way to strong black womanhood, becoming a strong black woman that no one wants.
Oh my gosh. Right away, guys. I'm telling you, man, right away. Shemeka Michelle, she does not mince her words, and she is a lot like Jason Whitlock, the female version, at least to say that. And they share the same sentiments on a lot of the things that this show is about. And once again, this show is called Fearless. I'm a Jason Whitlock fan myself because whether you guys like it or not, man, he's going to tell you guys the truth. Now, I'm not going to say that this is particularly just a black woman thing. I think that most women kind of go through a whole phase or whore phase, but I do see a lot of sisters celebrating this. That's just me. Obviously, I'm black, so I grew up around certain things and I heard certain conversations. But in my humble opinion, guys, I don't think that that's something that should be celebrated. And she's saying that the things that Joy Taylor was known for, right? She's known. And this is probably why she's being targeted so much, because of her freaking ego, this masculine, super feminine energy that Joy Taylor portrays. Like she worked from ground up and she did this, she did that, she got it out the mud. The whole time she got it off her back. Okay, gotta call it like it is. Allegedly, she got it off her back. All right, I'm not going to say that it's completely true. I mean, but I like to think that we can be adults here and have this type of conversation. And Joy Taylor, man, it seems like out of everybody involved in the sex scandal, Joy Taylor is she's getting targeted the most. And it's because of her demeanor, her energy. No one has any sympathy for her. I mean, you got some guys out there like Cam Newton and the guys who still want to hit, let's be honest. They're going to come to her aid and act like this and that because they want a spin on it too. But let's keep going.
This is why we have to unsubscribe to the whole idea of skin worship, to the whole idea of black girl magic, because it comes with low expectations. That's why Dave Portnoy and Stephen A. Smith can't condemn the behavior, because they're subscribed to that skin worship that we're told you can't correct a black woman.
And she's not lying, because we see it on First Take all the time. In fact, you saw it today with Kimberly A. Martin getting an attitude with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith gets an attitude back. But on the show, of course, Stephen A. Smith cannot step out of pocket the way he wants, because at the end of the day, that's a business, man. He can do whatever he wants on his own podcast. But, there is this thing in sports media. You see it in all aspects, at least I've seen it, where these sisters, man, they let these sisters do what they want, say what they want. And if you say anything to them, then you're a misogynist, you're a narcissist, and you can't really get your point across because they're going to crucify you, basically. And now you see people of other race. Look at Jason Whitlock. He's eating this up, man. You see people of other race who tiptoe around the truth when dealing with sisters because they don't want that stigma. They don't want to be labeled as a racist, and they just don't want the headache. So Shemeka Michelle is making valid points here. Whether you guys may agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section, guys. I'm open to all discussion.
Somebody said they were candoring instead of pandering, but that's why, because we can't correct black women, and we feel like it's okay to have that poor behavior. And people are coming up here telling you shouldn't be saying cans or jugs, talking about the way you're describing it, instead of condemning the behavior. Because even if you are questioning whether or not she did it, sleeping around with two men on the job is nasty, trash, poor behavior.
She's going in, man, and she referenced something where she said to Jason Whitlock, people getting mad at you for saying cans. Jason Whitlock made a video about Joy Taylor and how he chose to stay away from her because all Joy Taylor has to present are her breasts, aka cans, which obviously they look like implants, and her peanut butter skin. Jason Whitlock was just saying that that's a weakness for any man, right? And instead of the world focusing on the action, they want to condemn her and focus on the negative things that Jason Whitlock said, which wasn't even negative. He was just keeping it real. But this is what women do when women agree with this type of behavior. There are a lot of women out here that just don't think that Joy Taylor is wrong for what she's done because she's using what she has to get to where she needs to get to. But I will question any woman out there or any mother out there who has a niece or a daughter. Would you want your niece or daughter going down that route? Seriously, giving her body away, and once she's used up, she has nothing left. And I told you guys in another video that explains why most of these women's like that they're always angry, because their soul isn't pure anymore. You have to do things to give it away. You take on those spiritual demons from men who don't care about anything but your flesh, and you get angry with yourself, and you're all used up. And that's why you have the type of attitude that Joy Taylor has. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not trying to, demean her or anything, but I've been watching Joy Taylor for years, and I stopped watching her after she left Colin Cowherd because I just saw like this attitude, this arrogance. And, sometimes, man, people will get beside themselves with the success they're getting, the income they're making. And I felt like that's where Joy Taylor kind of started to go left. She started to just pro-womanist. They tried to give her own show. It didn't work because at the end of the day, men don't just want to talk about sports. They just want to look at you, right? And I wonder what she did to get that job, but goodness gracious, man, let's keep going.
And that if you get caught, you're gonna try and claim that you were raped or sexually assaulted is poor behavior. And we need to start holding women accountable to this poor behavior. But as soon as you say, I'm a black woman, then everyone wants to back off. This is why on November 5th, America did the best thing that it could, which was deny the whore who was trying to prove how black she was.
Oh my God. Hey. She's saying that Joy Taylor is just like Kamala Harris, man. I know you guys probably like Kamala Harris out there, man. I didn't vote for her, but it was kind of the same thing. Kamala Harris obviously was known to sleep with older guys to climb her way up the political spectrum, right? Wow. And you see Jason Whitlock face like, man. And I think that, there is this movement going on right now, guys, like where I think that these corporations, these companies, you see them every day. They're taking back a lot of the DEI stuff. They're pulling out from that. They're pulling out from the LGBTQ stuff. They're trying to go back to where people have the freedom of speech. You see Mark Zuckerberg, you already know Elon Musk bought Twitter, aka X now, for these reasons. And I think that there's going to be a lot of rude awakenings for a lot of people who think that this type of things and these type of behaviors can keep going on, because I guarantee you that if a man was to come out and say, oh, I'm just going to say she pressed herself up against me, I mean, dude, it would just be so different. I mean, we got to be equal opportunity here, right? That's something that we talk about in the military. You have to be equal opportunity here, man. And Shemeka Michelle is unleashing. Goodness gracious, but I mean, I don't hear anything that she's saying wrong. And honestly, I'm a Mississippi man, and this is how I grew up. I had old school parenting, old school aunts, uncles, and grandmas who did not hold back when you were messing up, because truth of the matter is, none of this is ladylike. Even the allegations. How embarrassing. You can't even go around your family now, because let's be honest, they're going to know you did something. You're probably never going to admit it, right? And I don't blame Joy for never wanting to admit it. But You cannot expect the world to just sweep this under the rug. Now Joy Taylor's reputation will forever be the chick that got smashed by Emmanuel Acho, Charlie Dixon, and whoever else. And apparently she had a husband around the time that all this was happening. I mean, this Joy Taylor situation, she's going to be the one that gets crucified the most because Emmanuel Acho is just being a dude. I mean, dudes will put their penis in anything. I mean, that's quite normal. But for a woman who goes out here and portray herself as Miss Too Goody Shoes, or act like she doesn't do anything and that men should bow before me because I work to get to where I'm at. Well, you worked all right. Okay, but nah, man, she's letting loose.
Like a man can't do what a woman can do, and nor should he try. We are here to complement one another, and I say this all the time. God created us as help meets. Help to support and assist, meet, fulfill, and satisfy. And any woman that's outside of that, outside of her nature, that's why she's bitter, that's why she's angry, that's why she's walking around trying to bring down a man and constantly saying, I am the most educated. You're the most educated, but you seem to be the less intelligent because you can't seem to see that this type of behavior is not conducive to an environment that is actually benefiting and growing our community. And at this point, it's not about whether somebody is actually black, because I've seen people say, oh, Joy Taylor isn't black. You shouldn't be calling her black. At this point, it is subscribing to the idea of being a black woman. Look around. The behavior is the same. When they claim, oh, I'm this strong black woman, the behavior is the same. It's not about the skin color. It's about the behavior, this so-called black magic. And this is what we need to be paying attention to because it's harmful to us.
Man, oh my God. Now, y'all notice that she said a few things that I already highlighted, guys. This is like, I didn't even watch this video in full, but you heard her say, that's why you walk around and you're bitter and you're angry, because when you don't carry yourself in a biblical manner, which is why I love this show, because I am a Christian man, right? Your soul is going to show. Your spirit is going to show. If you have a tainted spirit and a tainted soul, it will be shown. And that's exactly why Joy Taylor cannot hold a husband, cannot keep a man. Her spirit is damaged. I mean, I'm not saying that she can't come back. I'm not saying that, you know, she can't follow her own biblical path and be reborn. That's very much possible. And I'm not here to judge. But what I will say is that it's a lot of truth and validity in what Shemeka and myself just said. So, man, you guys just let me know what y'all think about this. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Thumbs up, like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.